Starmyu is the best.
It's the best.
There we go.
YouTube idol group coming your way.
Oh, yeah. So, if you haven't guessed already, we're going to talk about Starmyu is the best. One of the Bishounen shows that we loved from 2015. Definitely the best one for me. Because it really, really surprised us how good it was, especially the characters.
Yeah.
So this one, when it comes to story, it doesn't have like a really big or complicated story at all. It is just about this group of guys singing together and trying to grow more into like the... It's not even musical. It's just like they're at school that is about... I don't know, how do you call it? A musical school? It's not really a musical school, is it?
It's a school that's got like a prestigious music program that people want to get into, but it's really hard to get into.
Yeah.
I think.
So all of those guys are in there and they get to meet each other, and they don't get along at first, obviously, because they're all pretty different from each other, except for Hoshitani and Toru, or Nayuki. They basically hit it off at first in the first episode, but from that you get to know new characters and how they form the group and how their teachers are and how they work together. So that's basically it. There's not like a big thing about it.
I guess the closest thing to a story is it's just an underdog story of them in this music school where they don't really belong because they aren't as quote-unquote talented as the other characters.
Yeah.
And they want to go against tradition so that they can have orange-haired guy come in and, like, ruin the day. That sort of stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. But yeah, the characters are what made the show. And they are the most interesting of all and so precious. I can talk about the characters forever. Yeah. But yeah, anyways, I think our favorite was the same. So our favorite was Tengenshi Kakeru, and he was the kind of character that you would hate at the beginning, like you hate so much.
I was so sure he was going to be like my least favorite because he just comes across as everything that I don't like in a character. But as the series like progressed and went on more and more, he grew on me because he's just genuinely quite funny in how ignorant he is to how the world works. I just think he's really funny.
Yep.
I don't know that I can be like, oh, there are these facets of his personality that I really like, because I think all of his comedy is purely accidental.
Yeah, that's true. It seems like he doesn't know anything except for music and acting stuff and modeling stuff, and that has been his whole life. And then he meets these boys that want to interact with him, but he's like, no, I don't want this. And then he's
Go away,
like,
you bore.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's definitely his word. He always, like, in the beginning and throughout the whole show, he keeps saying it, like, you bore, like, stop it. Like, he keeps getting annoyed by stupid stuff.
Any useless Japanese that I picked up from that, I think it's Yobosuke.
Yeah. But yeah, his voice actor was really good as well for Tengenshi.
Dude. It was the same voice actor as Sosuke from Free, and people know that I don't like Sosuke from Free. I'm putting that out there right now. Yeah. But he's so good at singing. Like, even though he voiced this one character that I really don't like, he's so good at singing. Like,
He definitely had some of, like, the better ones, like, better bits of the show when it comes to the singing parts. Like, the songs that he had for his own were really good, and I don't know, I just loved it.
I do like the character song that he has. It's just a very good song to start off with, and then the animation on top of it was just so him, because it was all like traditional Japanese, and he's some sort of like traditional Japanese actor. I don't know the name for it exactly, but and just that song is so cool. It's so cool.
Yeah, I still listen to it like from time to time. Whenever I look it up on YouTube.
I'm like, every so often I'm just like, I think it's time for me to listen to some Starmyu songs. I'm gonna go in.
Yeah, I mean, I do have to say, like, for Starmyu, when it comes to them performing in that animation, I'm gonna be honest, it wasn't perfect, like, at all times. Sometimes it did feel like it was kind of like lagging or something like that. I don't know, because sometimes they wanted to do the movements like very slowly, but sometimes it just didn't really work, in my opinion.
Yeah, I can agree with that. There were little details in the animation that I really did appreciate, though. Like, for one, it wasn't in CG, which is commendable, at least, rather.
Yeah.
And they had, like, little details where Hoshitani wouldn't be in perfect sync with everyone else.
Yeah.
Like, he would be slightly behind because he's the one who is least used to performing.
Yeah, exactly.
And I just thought that was such a small detail that made it seem a lot more realistic.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
it was
for
most
sure.
noticeable in, what was the song that they did at the end? Whatever that was.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
at the end of the series.
Okay. Yeah, I can't remember what the name was, but yeah, I remember.
I don't know. That was the commercial as well. It was in the PV for Starmyu when that aired, like, spring, I think. I've been excited about this show for a very long time before it came out, so...
I only checked it out
Idol
because
Boys.
of you.
It's like Utapri, and Utapri was really bad this year, so, I'm excited.
I think it definitely made up for it then.
Definitely made up for the lackluster Utapri this year.
Yeah, and then the Dance with Devils, and then we had Starmyu, and everything was fixed, basically.
Yeah. Even though apparently a lot of people don't really care for this show.
Yeah.
I like it.
I don't understand why. Maybe it seems a bit boring for them because it doesn't really have a big story. Maybe
I
think
think
the
that's
thing.
the only thing that I can point out and be like, that's a flaw in this show.
The thing is, they did have a goal though, like for at the end, because they just want to compete. They have to compete with these other groups, so they just kind of want to make it, and they don't want to like get thrown out of school. Because I mean, the people who fail, they kind of can't get into the program anymore. I think it was something like that.
Yeah, I think they're just like out of the program. For good.
So
which I really wish that had reached more of a conclusion. Like, I have problems with the goal that they had because even though they like made obvious steps towards fulfilling that goal that they had, the anime just didn't have enough time to really like see it all the way through, I guess.
Yeah.
Because it was only 12 episodes and they only performed twice in the entire show.
Yeah, that's true. And then you have like
which was
all
another
of
one of my
these separate
things
ones.
because
yeah.
Every time we watched an episode, I'd be like, "Oh, it's got to be a performance soon. It's gonna be. I can feel it." And there was 2 in the entire series, which was a bit disappointing. But they did have like insert songs and stuff that helped it go along, I guess, because it is a music anime, and I do like music in my music anime.
Yeah, that's true. Well, obviously, since they only had like 12 episodes, I can imagine it being pretty hard introducing all of the characters for them also having a song in 12 episodes plus already like a few performances of them together. We did have a lot of training with them, but it always was like really short. It didn't last for long. And they weren't singing either. God. It was mostly dancing. So
my favourite thing, I just have flashbacks to it every time, and I've just had one now, where they walk in on one of the other star teams performing and their dance routine is just like absolutely ridiculous. They're like kicking their legs up in the air and stuff, and I'm like, oh god, I can't watch this. I can't watch this because it makes me cringe.
That was, I mean, it was awful and hilarious at the same time because the rival group of Starmyu are hilarious. Like, you have to admit, the guy with the green hair, I loved him. He was so random every damn time, and I just, I was smiling every time I saw him, but their performances were cringeworthy because, I don't know, like the songs were good, I don't mind the songs, but them dancing, it was too much over the top for what the animation had to offer, in my opinion.
For sure.
So, I guess they kind of tried too hard to make them look like the best, because they didn't look like the best to me.
It was so weird.
Yeah,
like, I do like the rival team. Apart from there's one of them that I'm just like, oh, piss off. I don't care for you. I don't remember his name.
Especially when they have to go into that house together. That episode, like the best episode.
that episode and the episode where they don't have enough money to pay for the Chinese food that they eat, and they all have to work at the Chinese restaurant really briefly.
Oh god.
And they do that like wang wang performance.
Yeah, they
thing.
have to like dress up in dog costumes or whatever it was.
That was amazing because I didn't see that coming from a mile away. I couldn't have seen that coming in any which way.
Yeah, you will laugh out loud at some of the things that happen in this series because you just don't see it coming. That's what I really liked about it as well. Same goes for Tengenshi. Like everything that happened with Tengenshi, I was like, no, like did he really do that? Which is
there were so many moments like that. Like the episode where they went in the house together specifically, where like the rival team came in and they had like a song just before like everything continued, and they were just like on the roof of this building just like dancing awkwardly, and I was like, what the fuck is happening? I have no idea what's going on.
Yep.
But it's quite hilarious.
It is.
So...
That's all what matters. Like I was also like thinking, this doesn't make any sense. Like people will hate this, but it's so funny. Like how can you hate this? You don't take it seriously at all. Like not at all, because it's just them having fun, basically.
If people took this show seriously, they were watching it completely wrong.
Oh yeah.
There were other characters though.
Yeah. Who was your second favorite?
My second favorite was Shu Kuga, the purple-haired dude.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I think it's just because he fits into that character archetype that I like. I don't think there was much to him. I just like that archetype. And he was talented, he was bartender, played piano, his voice was really nice, his character song was really good. I like him. I don't know why I like him, but I just do.
I can see why. I mean, he's quiet, but he's there and he does help the others when something is up. So he's like the typical like caring one.
Yeah, he seemed like the quieter older brother sort of figure.
Yeah, that's true.
In a way. But like where there's so much to talk about with Tengenji, there's not really a lot to talk about with Kuga. It's just like he's this dude. He does stuff sometimes.
Wait, wasn't he the one who made the ugly drawing? I can't remember.
Yeah, because I was like, oh, he's gonna be like amazing at art, and he's gonna be exactly like Haru from Free, and that he's gonna be quiet, talented, and really good at art.
Yeah,
and it just was the opposite of what I was expecting, because it was like, oh, it's children's drawing, okay.
That was funny.
It's like the little quirks about these characters make them so much more likable. I didn't love every character, but the ones that stick out to me always have like little quirks, and I guess he had quite a few.
Oh yeah, I mean he definitely stood out in a way for me as well. I think he would be like my third favorite or something of the series, so I can see why. And his voice actor is pretty good as well. Like when I looked it up, I was like, oh, I recognize you.
What else he's done? Let's have a look.
It's Mano Tomoaki.
He was Hack!
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, never mind. Don't need to know anymore.
This is why he's best boy.
I actually did a celebration there because I was so excited.
Yeah. Well, he was also Matsuoka in Aohari's Kakanju. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And he's Dekim in Death Parade, which is weird. That's like a whole different thing.
That's completely different genre.
But he's a good voice actor. Oh, he's in Itsapuri too, apparently.
Is he?
He's Camus?
Oh, Camus can fuck off. I hate that guy. Oh god, I hate him. I hate him so much.
But it's Oh wait, it's season 2. I thought you liked season 2.
Yeah, but he's not prominent in season 2. It's when he comes in, like, literally on a white horse going, "You're a peasant," that I'm like, off.
My second favorite for me was Otori Itsuki, which was like their teacher, or I don't know. He was a teacher, but he was more like...
Yeah, he was mentor, maybe.
Like the mentor of Starmyu. Yeah, the senpai, for sure. What I like about him is just how he says boys. Like every time.
Boys.
Come on, boys. I don't know. He was funny in a way as well. And he looked so sweet. And I really like his character design because it's really good. Although I prefer him without his ponytail, but he still looks good with his ponytail.
Yeah, I agree.
And voice actor is really good too. Just saying.
Junichi Suwabe.
Yeah. That
My
guy.
Japanese is improving, everybody. Watch out. I quite liked Otori, but I think he was the character that I felt the most sorry for because he just got the shit end of the stick every time.
Yeah.
He really did.
Mm-hmm.
And the Cow Council was shit to him. His brother was kind of shit to him.
Mm-hmm.
I felt so bad for him.
Yeah, everyone was shit to him except for Starmyu because they looked up to him and they appreciated him being there, but everyone else seemed to hate him for some reason. And I don't get why, because it seems like Otori has done nothing wrong. I mean, it's
That's
true.
Yeah, it is true. He didn't.
So I still don't really get why he was hated so much, because I guess it was because he was always the odd one out and he did whatever he wanted to do.
Yeah.
And the other ones, I don't know, they stick more to the rules, and Otori was mostly like, fuck this, I'm gonna do my own thing.
Yeah, he felt like the most creative out of the bunch.
Yeah, for sure.
Mostly, for the most part, I really didn't like the Cow Council. I'm sure we'll talk about that properly later, but
yeah,
just most of the characters there I just didn't like at all. So it wasn't hard for me to go, I think I prefer Otori. I prefer.
Yeah, I have to be honest though, when I first started watching it, you saw Otori a few times, but he was always in the shadows, and I thought he would be like the bad character of the show. Like, I thought he would be like the evil one, because they kind of showed you him as the guy who doesn't care. So when we saw him having Starmyu, I was like, oh no.
And it turned out he was fine. Like, in the first performance that the Cow Council did, it was just the four of them, and then Otori in the practice room just doing it by himself.
Yeah.
And I was like, huh, interesting.
For this series, it seems like every character you think you will hate, you will end up loving. And then, like, when it comes to the Cow Council, like his brother, you just hate every time.
Yeah,
like, from the beginning.
Really I'm saying, like, I didn't like many characters in the Cow Council. I'm pretty sure that I didn't like any characters in the Cow Council because they were either complete knobs or not fleshed out enough.
Oh, yeah.
Fair enough, because they already had, like, enough to focus on.
Yeah, that's true. Especially, like, the guy with the green hair. I think he only spoke, like, once, and that was it.
Yeah, and he speaks French sometimes, I guess. That's pretty much all I know about him.
Yeah, he was, I don't know. I don't get it. Like, just get, like... Because they only focus on Starmyu and the rival group as well. They didn't really focus on the other groups that the other council members had.
I don't think they focused on them at all. I don't remember them if they did.
I don't think so. They might have shown, like, a quick clip or something. Let's talk about our main character, Hoshitani. Oh, wow. Hoshitana. It's like a girl. Well, he is kind of like a girl, so that's fair.
I gotta be honest. Like, I think it was in the first episode of the podcast that we did. Someone left a comment that said, Hoshitani is so likable, it's unlikable. I agree with that wholeheartedly.
Yeah, that's true.
Because he just was this, like, Yankee as hell, like, I don't know, flawless character that was just excited about everything, and it was kind of irritating.
Yeah.
I say flawless in the way of, like, as a personality, he isn't, like, miserable or anything, which is fair enough.
No.
But as a performer, he was, like, so amateur, it's unreal. And I always question, like, how did he get into the Star Band? Like, I don't think I quite get it, because the only reason that he did was because he was like, let me show you my dance, and Otori was like, that's my dance.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Yeah, he basically got in because of Otori recognizing that dance that he did. Just being lucky that Otori just stormed into the room when he was dancing, so...
That was so fucking lucky, it was ridiculous.
Yeah. But yeah, we have this whole thing with Hoshitani and Otori as well. So that was like the whole point of the show, I thought, at first, because they were focusing on that in the beginning of the show, that Hoshitani saw this boy dancing like way back, and he wanted to be just like him, and it turns out it's Otori. So,
But he never figures it out.
No, he doesn't.
I couldn't believe by the end of the show he still hadn't figured that out.
Mm-hmm.
Even Otori had realised and gone, I'm not going to tell him. Like,
Yeah.
like, what the hell? It's
But-
been leading up to this for 12 episodes and you're just going to, like, leave it. All right.
This is another reason why it should have 24 episodes, so they could have focused on that a bit more as well, because they kind of just, like, left it and focused on the group.
I would have been so happy if they'd done a 24-episode run of this. I would have been so up for 24 episodes of it.
Yeah. It definitely would have been better for the development and just, like, the songs as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm
More
hoping for a
performances would have been
second
great.
season. Because they kind
I
of
feel
hint
like-
at it.
Yeah, I feel like they were hinting at it at the end of the last episode where they were like, see you next year. And
Yeah.
I'm like, will you? Are we going to see you again?
That would be so nice. But then again, I would have rather had them 24 episodes instead of 2 seasons.
Yeah. I do wonder how popular this thing was, because when I was in Japan, I didn't see a lot of merchandising for it, but I saw a lot of advertising for it, so I don't really know if that will equal, like, popularity enough to get a second season. And I'm going to be kind of pissed if we don't get a second season, because everything was so up in the air.
Mm-hmm. That's true, yeah. I'm just really hoping it will, because there's so much more that they could do with this show. Although it doesn't have like a big story, they could do so much with the group and just showing how they are growing and stuff, and also the rival group and the whole thing between Otori and his brother. And
There's the whole thing between Kaito and his brother as well.
oh yeah,
Like, that was barely touched upon.
mm-hmm.
Like, I guess we could move on to Kaito, because
Yeah.
there's not much to say about Hoshitani, apart from he's the main character, kind of generic and Genki as hell.
Yep.
But Kaito, I feel like, had so much potential to have, like, maybe a quite interesting inferiority complex sort of arc going on there, because he clearly has, like, this inferiority complex towards his brother, but he still doesn't feel... It doesn't seem like he hates his brother at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Which is quite weird, because every time I've seen a character that has an inferiority complex, they're just like, oh, I hate my older brother because they're like the worst, and my parents never paid attention to me because he was so good. And it didn't feel like that with Kaito, because there was an episode with them, what was it, episode 10, where they go and work with his brother for like a day or whatever. And Kaito seemed to get along with him quite well.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. It wasn't like jealousy either. I don't know. I guess Kaito just kind of felt less than him.
Yeah, there was definitely something there. It's just, it didn't really have the time to go and do all of that stuff, I guess.
Yeah, which is a shame, because I actually really liked Kaito, but I just wish we had more information about him.
I want to give shout-outs to his voice actor as well, because I'd never heard of this dude, and he's barely been in anything.
Oh, yeah.
He's called Arthur Lounsbury.
Yeah.
That's his actual
Very
name,
Japanese.
apparently. Very Japanese name. He was born in the United States, and his interests are games and black tea, so...
Interesting.
He has a Twitter account. It's all in Japanese. Why? Why? I can't read this. But he's been in, like, Haikyuu as some supporting characters. He's been in Inazuma 11. He's been in Medica Box, and he's been in Starmyu. Like, Kaito is his only main role. I thought he was really good. Like,
oh, yeah.
Kaito's song, the Limited Sky song, was probably my favourite.
Yeah.
Like, Kaito wasn't my favourite character, but, like, at all, but I just really like that song, and I quite like Kaito, because he started off as a bit of a knob at first as well.
I guess. Not as much as Tengenchi, but yeah, he was definitely like...
He was still definitely, like, a bit of a knob, but I don't know when I started liking him, but it was very sudden. I was like, oh, Kaito,
I think because of his song, because apparently that was episode 4, so...
Is that really episode 4?
Yeah.
Feels like it was way later in the
I
series.
know, right? But maybe... Did he have 2 songs? I'm not too sure. I think he only
think
had
so.
1.
The animation to that song is so good. Oh,
Yeah.
God, I actually love it.
Yeah,
It's
that
all
was
like
done
him
really
walking
good.
in puddles with flower petals, and it's so good.
Yeah,
Oh.
I have to admit, like, every time they do a song for a character alone, the animation is actually really good. It's only when they're, like, in groups that it sometimes looks a bit weird, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah,
But when they are singing along, it's really, really good.
would agree. 100%.
Who do we have next? I don't feel like talking about the orange-haired guy because I don't like him.
We haven't talked about
Oh, Nayuki.
Nayuki yet.
Oh, he's so precious.
He was like the baby of the group.
Yeah. Like, he was
Can
the
we-
baby and the mom, kind of.
Can we just talk about that moment in the end, at the end of episode 12 where he's like clearly upset and Hoshitani's all like holding his face and stuff.
Oh my god, when I saw it, I was kind of like cringing but happy at the same time because I didn't know like what was gonna happen.
I genuinely thought they were gonna kiss.
Me too.
Genuinely for a minute, I was like, "Oh my god, are they gonna kiss?" And I would have been like totally fine with that because it would have been sort of well integrated into the series had that happened.
Yeah.
It didn't happen, and I'm a little bit disappointed that it didn't happen anyway. But also kind of relieved because Nayuki is so precious, and I don't feel
Yeah. He's
he's such a baby.
He's definitely like the cutest one from the whole group, and he's the guy who cares the most about everyone as well, because when every time something is up, he's just like, what's wrong, and I want to help you, and blah blah blah. And yeah, he's just, and cooking for everyone. Like, I love the moments when he was like cooking for people or just telling people to study or whatever, something like that happened. I loved when he was there just taking care of them.
Yeah, he's such a housewife.
Yeah.
He is like the housewife of the group.
He is like the Makoto kind of. Like, he cares a lot, but he's a lot cuter than Makoto.
Yeah. The problem is with him, like, even though I really like him, I don't know why, because past that, he doesn't really have that much of a personality. Apart from the fact that he's, like, obviously got a bad case of stage fright and his sisters come and, like, feed him horrific tea.
I loved his sisters.
Yeah.
They were so nice. I don't know. I expected like not having any girl characters at all in the show, and then his sisters got in there, and I was like, oh man, these are actually like cool female characters. I like it.
I was kind of surprised myself because it's not a reverse harem or anything, so I can't compare it to Utapri, but in Utapri there is one female character, and that is it.
Yeah.
That's all you get in. No, there's two.
Oh, you have her friend.
Yeah, she has a friend, which is quite nice, but...
Yeah, it was nice to see some female characters in there. And I'm glad that they actually returned in like the last few episodes as well.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it would have just been like a one-time thing. But I feel like if there would be a second season, they would definitely like appear again. Because they helped them with the costumes and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that was a really cool thing. Because I was already wondering, like, if something is up with costumes, who's gonna do it? Because they don't look like the kind of guys who can like fix that stuff. Even Nayuki. So
especially with like, I was aware of what the final costumes were gonna be. I'm like, where do those come from?
Yeah.
Because the final outfits that they used were in the PV, and then as soon as like his sisters came in, I'm like, oh, they're just gonna make all the costumes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That makes so much sense.
Then the other ones, except for Inumine Seishiro, like the green-haired guy from the rival team, was the most interesting to me. Otherwise, I didn't really care for the other ones, to be honest. Because...
The only other one that I liked was the one that had like the bit of pink in his hair, because I just thought he looked quite good.
Yeah.
Not because of any character traits or anything, I just liked his design.
Toraishi Izumi, I think it is. Because, he's the one Ken voiced him, which is like...
Yeah, I love Ken.
Yeah, he's great. So, it would have been cool if Ken actually had like more of the main roles. That would have been perfect for him, but yeah.
Yeah, thinking about it, why not?
And like Inumine, I like how whenever they were discussing stuff, he was just singing in the background alone. Like, he was singing about ice cream at one point, and then he was singing about something else, I can't remember, but it was always so hilarious seeing him. And also the whole thing with the vase in the house was just hilarious.
Yeah.
That was definitely one of my favorite moments of the series, because it reminded so many people of Uran High School Host Club with the vase breaking, and they're like just being shocked, and
How are we gonna pay for
and
this? No.
Otori and his brother being like, oh, this costs so much money, and blah, blah, blah. And then Otori be like, haha, it's a joke, it's not true. And them just freaking out. I mean, that episode was just, that is definitely my favorite one. We have Tengenchi with the fucking bell in the bus, and then
Oh god.
talking about his hot spring, like he wanted to be in the spa for longer and stuff. But, oh, that episode.
Tengenchi's so good. I would agree that Inumine was probably the best character out of the rival band.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there was one of them, I don't remember which one it was. He was, like, short and blonde and horrible.
Oh, Tatsumi, yeah.
Yeah, hated him.
He was, I don't know, like, at first I hated him as well, because he came off as this guy who was, like, really friendly in your face, and then he's just, like, talking about you behind your back. Like, he looked
He's just
like
not
that
a nice
guy.
character.
I don't know if we have a lot more to say about this, because, like we said, it is 12 episodes, and we didn't hate a lot about it. Like, we have Twitter, Dance with Devils. Like, we don't have a rant for you guys this time. So...
See, we can be positive about stuff.
Yeah.
We're not here to just, like, I don't know,
bash.
talk shit about everything.
Yeah, that's true. Like, we just really like this one, so...
Though before we do, like, wrap this up, obviously, I have to say, the worst character was the orange-haired guy. I hate him.
Yep.
I hate everything about him. He's the worst.
There you go. There's your rant of the episode.
He was so bad. Like, oh god, no, don't. I can't.
Okay, wait.
Can't do
no.
this.
He was the kind of he's called Akatsuki as well. I mean, how dare you?
Just forget he exists. He's the
Yeah.
worst. Oh my god.
It's that kind of character that comes into the show the last few episodes, fucks everything up, and then it doesn't work out, and he's still like really bitter about it. Like, it's just the character that you hate from the first moment you see him, and he looks stupid as well. Like, I can't like I don't like his design at all.
The first thing of Starmyu that I saw in Japan was it was just outside of an anime store, and there was this big like flagpole that had a Starmyu thing on it, and I saw like the logo for Starmyu, and I was like, and then it sort of like folded out a bit, and I was like,
Okay.
no, it's him, no. I was so disappointed.
Oh man, I don't get it. He was only in like 3 or 4 episodes, I
hated
think,
him.
at the end. But yeah, the thing is, like, I hated him, but then at the other side, I'm like, he kind of gave us some tension for the last few episodes, which I don't mind. But
Yeah,
he's
I
still
guess.
stupid.
He's still a knob, and I hate him. Kyo from Fruits Basket wannabe.
I haven't
has
seen
orange
that
hair,
yet,
so
but
therefore-
shit. If he's like that, I'm gonna hate it.
He's the only reason is he's got orange hair. Like,
Oh.
Kyo's lovely.
Okay. That's good.
Eventually, he's a bit of a knob at first. He gets there.
The thing is, though, this orange-haired guy in Starmyu didn't make the series bad, so that's good. Like,
He didn't make the series bad, but he did make me very angry. Like,
yeah, of course. Like, you don't want to see Starmyu go down.
no, it's your fault that it only got 12 episodes. It's your fault.
You ruined everything.
I also don't know what this... Oh, okay, I was going to say, I also don't know what the studio have done before.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently not a lot, so
No.
never mind.
Yeah, I never heard of them. Sea
There's
Station?
like Sea Station. They've done Seikoku no...
Oh, no, that was
Dragonaut?
awful. I saw that one. It's awful. It's like
Well,
dragons and ecchi and... No.
They did that, and they did an original net animation for a Kamiga kill.
Oh, wait, yeah.
That's
the
that
shorts,
and
yeah.
That and Starmyu. That's everything that they've ever done.
Okay. Well, they actually
I'll
did a good job for not doing a lot. Alright, so, ready to wrap up?
Yeah, I think so.
Because all we can tell you guys is to watch Starmyu, although we have spoiled the heck out of it already, but it doesn't matter because you kind of have to, like, experience the characters on your own. It's gonna be great if you do so.
Yeah, it's such a good show.
Alright.
One of my favourites of last year. So.
Oh yeah, for sure. For me too. One of the most surprising ones that I thought I wouldn't like. I mean, for me, the I don't know, the poster, I guess, or whatever you call it, looked a bit boring.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't.
I remember I just, like, stumbled across the PV, like, months before it came out, and I was so excited about it.
Yeah.
And PV did not let me down.
I never watched the PV even.
It's just basically, the performance in the last episode.
Yeah.
Is that?
Oh, wow, okay.
Is that in a different setting? Dunno.
Okay. Well played.
I'll have to see if I can find it afterwards. So I can show it to you.
Yes. I'm kind of curious now. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this episode. Next time we're gonna talk about other bishes which have pillows. So Pillow Boys is gonna be on a list. The one that you've been waiting for. Yeah.
So excited.
So you can look forward to that.
Sarcastic.
Yeah, we will tell you all of our favorite Pillow Boys.
The one that was asleep. The one that was a little boy. So many.
The pineapple.
Oh my god.
Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast and we will see you soon. Bye.
Bye.